What's going on, guys? I just got done cleaning up this evening. It's about 6:30, I guess, and today is Tuesday. I forgot to film anything yesterday. I've been so busy that I just ain't even thought about picking up my phone and doing a video, but I did get 4 capes fleshed today and salted. I got 4 more capes yesterday, fleshed, salted, and got those rehydrated and put into the pickle today. I've got 4 more laid out for tomorrow. And I think that's probably going to do it for the week. We got to go down to my mom's, do some cleaning and stuff. So more than likely what this is going to be is another 2-week video because all we're going to have is basically this. And I may talk to y'all tomorrow about, doing those 4 capes. So unless something crazy happens, probably going to resume this next week. And I'm hoping that next week, looking at the schedule of everything, I'm hoping that everything's going to kind of get back to normal after that. So I'm going to go ahead and get these 12 ready to go. And maybe by then we can start getting back in a regular routine, which would be fantastic. I do have 4 pack heads that are completely finished. I've got 2 rolls finished. I've got 1 roll that is tanned that I just got to wash and dry. And Christy went ahead and stitched up all of the bags for these for the pack mounts Sunday evening. So they're dry today. I got to wax them, get them done, and get the frames built for those packs. But really want to get all these hides done first because they're going to take, about a week to tan or to pickle. So while that's sitting, at least I'll be able to work on everything else. So anyway, I'm going to get up here to the house and we will resume this later. What's going on, guys? Back to Monday morning again. We got last week said and done. Everything at my mom's house was taken care of. Got it completely cleaned out. So very successful week in that aspect. That was a really big job. My brother and his wife, they did an enormous job before I ever even made it down there. They had gotten a whole bunch of stuff already cleaned out, a bunch of stuff organized, a bunch of stuff taken to Goodwill, Hannah Home, stuff like that. And really appreciate all of your prayers, all your support for anybody that's watched the last several months. But anyway, today I've got 4 capes that I've salted. I did a little bit down here this weekend trying to get some of this stuff organized. I've got 8 capes in the pickle already that's been sitting there since the end of last week. I've got to get these right here rehydrated and get them in the pickle. And what we're going to do today is I'm going to go ahead and start shaving these capes that are in the pickle. Like I said, I've got 8. I would love to get all of them shaved today. So as long as nothing crazy happens, then we should have all that stuff done. And by this weekend, I'm going to go ahead and try my best to mount at least 6 deer by this weekend. Sunday, we're heading to Venice. Going to Venice, Louisiana. We're going to go do some tuna fishing, going to do some red fishing and some trout fishing, just some inshore and some offshore. So that is going to be an epic trip. Weather looks like it's going to hold out good for us. So hopefully, fingers crossed, everything will go well. We'll catch a bunch of fish, be safe. Blah, 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 blah. But before then, we've got to get some deer mounted up. Starting to get a little bit of the wind back in my sails. Like I said, the last few months has been draining. It's not been the emotional feelings that I thought it was going to be. To put it the best way I can, I thought that it was going to be really sad, really hard. And it is sad at times. It's, losing your mother is hard. It's hard when you can't make that call anymore. It's hard when you know that she's not going to call you. That's tough. But now, as far as the aftermath, man, trying to get all that stuff in order, trying to organize everything and get the bills paid and just all the little stuff that goes into taking over someone else's life. I mean, everything they've got going on stops, and then it's my responsibility to fix it all. So like I said, this last few months has just been so much, like between that and trying to keep some work going on, that there's been a lot of times that I've just had to check out, and get my mind back right. But for the first time, after this last week, getting all that stuff done, I was really, really dreading that. It's been weighing on my mind pretty heavy for the last few weeks because it was so much stuff. I don't like to move anyway. It's hard moving. It's hard getting everything you own out of a house. And my mama bought that house in 1985. So, I mean, that's where we were raised, where my brothers were born. Like, that's we were there for a long time, and my mom was there way longer than we were. So all those years of stuff, I mean, it was just so much stuff. So it was a job getting that done. We knew it was going to be, and just the anxiety of thinking about having to do that, it makes it to where you can't even work. You can't think. You can't do what you normally do. It messes you up mentally. But now that that's over with, man, that's a huge sigh of relief for me and for my family. So anyway, moving forward, I'm hoping that this week is going to start progressing me back into what I would consider a regular routine. I'm behind in here by over a month, and it may not sound like a whole lot when you're used to getting taxidermy work done. I mean, a month in the scheme of things, it really isn't going to matter to a whole lot of people. I haven't promised anybody a turnaround time quicker than a year from the date of drop off. That's the way I like to do things in case something like this happens. So unless I get behind 6 months, then I still will be able to fulfill that promise. And I'm hoping to still be able to get done, at least before December. I'm going to do my best to get done before that, but realistically, it just probably isn't going to happen. But we're going to push. We're going to push, and we're going to try. That's what we're going to try to do. I'd love to be done in October. I don't know if I can make that happen unless I just feel really, really good and can work 6 to 6.5 days a week. Like, it's going to take a lot of work, at least half the weeks between now and then. Like I said, I can do 15 a month. I know I can do 15 a month fairly comfortably. If I can hit 20 a month, then we'll be done by then. And that's what I'm going to go for starting the month of June. So, just like I said, I need y'all's support. I need y'all to stand behind me. I need some motivation, and I need some good words, because it's going to be tough. It's going to be a short period of time. 4 months in the scheme of things ain't a whole lot, but you give it one gout flare up, a little bit of arthritis, a pulled muscle. I mean, it don't take much in a taxidermy shop to go from 20 deer to 10 deer a month. And that, in the long run, is a lot. So anyway, guys, we're going to get started today. Go ahead and start shaving, and we'll see y'all shortly. All right, mission accomplished. We got all 8 capes back in the pickle. All of them shaved. Got the 4 that were over here, rehydrated, and put in the pickle. So the plan is we're going to try to mount at least 6 deer by this weekend. I would love to do 8, but I don't know even if I've got the forms for every one of these yet. I'll have to look as I'm doing them. But we'll see. If I'm gonna do 8, it's gonna take some weekend work this weekend. And we're leaving Sunday, so I don't really want to get just too wore out before we go tuna fishing. And I also don't want to stand the risk of overworking myself and ended up with, tendonitis or plantar fasciitis or cutting my finger, or you know what happens in a taxidermy shop. Everything happens. So I'm glad that we got that stuff done today. Now tomorrow, I've got 4 pack heads that are all done. They're ready to be mounted up. I went the other day, bought all the materials for the packs. Christy stitched up the bags and got those dyed. So I've got to wax those and build the pack frames for these all these bucks. So tomorrow, the plan is all I've got to really do to these capes tomorrow is get 2 capes tanned. So if I can just get the tan on those 2, get them out of the way, then the rest of the day tomorrow, what we're going to work on is getting these pack frames and stuff taken care of. If I can get all of that stuff out of my way, that would be absolutely fantastic tomorrow. So that's going to be the goal anyway. So anyway, guys, we'll go up here to the house and we will see y'all in the morning. Hey, what's going on, guys? Today's Wednesday, and yesterday I forgot to video anything. But yesterday, I cut up everything that I needed for 3 pack frames. I've got those 2 right there ready to go, ready to put the packs on them. Got this one right here put together except for the bag. I got all 3 of the bags waxed yesterday afternoon, and they're dry, ready to go up there at the house. So I've got to go get some belts to put those packs on the frames. And I've also got to get the 2 capes for the other pack mounts out of the freezer and get them dried up, rolled up, and put on the frame. So that'll be taken care of. I'm glad I got all that done yesterday because I don't mind doing some woodwork. I actually kind of like it. But you know how it is when you're doing 2 different things. Like it kind of throws a kink in my system while I'm trying to mount deer. Also cut a plaque out for a shoulder mount here that I got to put a plaque on. So did get all that taken care of yesterday. Anyway, today I've got 2 deer that are laid out to mount. I'm working on one over here right now, getting it ready, getting all the prep work done to put it on the form. It's going to be on it's like a semi-sneak left mirrors. And then I've got another pretty good size buck, it's like a big old 8-point that I'm going to try to mount after lunch. So I'm going to get to working on that, and I will see y'all in a bit. All right, so I'm about to mount up this big old buck. It's a big 8-point that a friend of mine killed. Really good deer, heavy rack, and he's on a big old heavy form too. 24-inch neck, bend mirrors, semi-sneak right, and I've got everything ready to go. I've got the cape thinned, trimmed, got the ear liners in, clay in the ear butts, and we're gonna mount this thing up. I got my GoPro necklace down here. Say it's a GoPro necklace. It's my action camera necklace now because I did away with GoPro and I've got a DJI. So much better camera. Still got my GoPros, but they're on their last leg. So anyway, I'm going to wear that and see if I can't get some of this stuff on film from that point of view. Never tried it before since I got that necklace. So we're going to try that today. And we're going to mount this thing up. I'm going to see if I can video it. Okay, well, it is 7:20. So I'm ready to go up to the house. I've still got to tan 2 hides for tomorrow. But that's all right. We got to get called up. Y'all look what we did. Look at there. It's gorgeous, isn't it? Pretty guy. Big body and neck. Really good deer. Well, I'm going to tan a couple of hides, and we're going to try to do it all over again tomorrow. Good morning, guys. It's Thursday morning. I've got 2 capes tanned up to mount today. Got all that finished last night. And it was like 8:30 before I even got out of here last night. But we're getting called up a little bit at a time. Got these 2 deer wrapped up and are drying. They look really nice. So today I'm going to mount these deer. But y'all, I've come up with something that I think is going to be one of the greatest video series of all time ever in my taxidermy shop. I have taken my camera necklace and made a video yesterday, and I looked at it last night, and it is freaking awesome. The angles are a little off. I've got the head's a little bit high because obviously my eye level is higher than my camera level. So the angle is kind of funny on that one, but I think I can correct that a little bit on the ones that I do today. But it's going to be a point of view, like instead of me having to deal with my camera on a tripod in front of me and all over the place, I used to try to film it on a selfie, like it straps to you, but it was way too low. That right there, it sits up just under my chin, and I can actually, get an angle at what I'm doing where y'all can really see what I'm doing. That camera is so much better than my old GoPro at doing that wide angle without giving it just this huge, like fisheye effect. The camera view and the picture itself actually looks great. So I think in the future, I think y'all are going to absolutely love this. I may be completely wrong, but it's one of those things, I didn't really think of any new way that you could possibly video taxidermy. I mean, there's only so much you can do in a taxidermy shop. But I know a lot of y'all like to watch. And when I watched that footage, I was like, this is how it needs to be done. So I've been creating content now for about 3 or 4 years, I guess 3 years. And it's kind of gotten to where when I do something that I know will work as far as on my platforms, that was one of those moments where it was like, this will work. So I think that y'all are going to really like it. Like I said, the first video, I'm going to probably put it out. It may be out before this video right here even comes out. But to explain that, if you've already watched it, I'm hoping to get the angles a little bit better. Like I said, the deer's a little bit high and stuff in the frame, but you can't help too much of that. I can't watch that and mount a deer at the same time. But anyway, guys, I'm going to get this stuff started, and we will see y'all in a bit. All right, guys. Well, it is Friday, and I have mounted up 2 more deer, got them bagged up. So y'all can't see those yet. I'll have to show y'all those next week. But I did do 6 this week. Got several other mounts finished up and picked up. So very productive week. I'm very happy, and I'm very exhausted. My feet are hurting, my knees are hurting, my hands are hurting, and I'm ready to go to Venice, Louisiana, and go catch some tuna. So we're going to do that Sunday. And as of right now, I'm finished for the week. So I really appreciate y'all watching. Got several videos lined up to post, so y'all be watching for those because I think they're going to be pretty cool. Anyway, guys, we will see y'all next week.